Perfect. So welcome to the call, Josh. Just for anyone that is watching this video right now, Josh is one of our students in Client Capital. He joined us mid last year, and yeah, I guess we'll hear directly from Josh. First of all, Josh, you want to just give yourself a bit of an introduction?
Yeah, so obviously my name's Josh. I joined Client Capital maybe I think July time. Um, when I first joined, I didn't really have much to go on. There was no really sort of direction. I was a bit lost. But then when I had a little conversation with Dan and Zub, got into the community itself, it really helped me push in the right direction. I'm glad to say now, I'm sure we'll talk about this in a minute, but I'm glad to say now that I've actually got an agency that works. I've proven it to not only myself, but um, to people who may have doubted me in the past that it does work. I can put my word out there, if that makes sense.
Definitely, man. And I would just like to say it's a pleasure to have you in the community and in the program. You're a great asset to us, and I think you've done extremely well. And obviously, we'll get into it in more detail. But just to kind of give those guys a context that's watching the video today. So before signing up to Client Capital, you had kind of no experience in the agency space, no direction, didn't know what to do.
Yeah. So well, yeah, I originally started my first agency back in I think it was 2024 February, and for a few months, I thought it was going all right, but I didn't sign a client for a very long time. And then not only till when I joined Client Capital, I realized I'd done pretty much everything wrong from start to finish. So when I did join, I think it was maybe August, September. That's when I started my new agency, started all from scratch, and really hit the ground running, if that makes sense.
Fantastic. And since we started working together then, how long did it take you to sign your first client?
Well, I officially published my second agency, I think in October time. That's when I really hit the ground running. And it took me 2 months to sign my first client. And then since then, I've signed an extra four. So from December till January, I signed 4 clients, which is pretty good. From signing none.
Right? Like
Yeah.
when you start to get the ball rolling and you understand what you're doing. So, all right, cool. So, what's kind of like the long-term plan for you?
Well, obviously, just to scale my agency to when I have a few employees, when I can hopefully outsource some of my fulfillment, maybe some sort of sales rep, maybe. Really try and grow it to something really sustainable over the long duration that I have this company, and really, yeah, really try and grow it to where I want it to be.
Fantastic. And what would you say, like before joining Client Capital, was like your biggest issue, your biggest struggle?
Honestly, direction,
Yeah.
because I think I was um, I was very naive, very at the very start. I think a lot of that did play into effect when it came to direction. I thought, it's fine, I can do all this stuff. But then when I joined Client Capital, it gave me the sort of insight that I needed to be like, okay, maybe I don't know everything, and really I'm just the absolute beginner at the minute. So it gave me a lot of direction in the sense of where I needed to go. If that makes sense.
Definitely. And now you've signed 5 clients in a couple of months, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So congratulations, man. So for some of the guys kind of watching this video today, they're probably on the fence whether they want to have direction with Client
Mm.
Capital or not. What would you say to those people that are thinking, oh, I'm not sure whether I should start my agency, or I've got an agency that's been running and I haven't seen much success? What would you say? Because you've been in that position.
You can't do it all alone. That is the number one thing I would say. I would say it's going to be a lot harder for you if you don't have that community beside you, so you can ask those stupid questions, ask how you do this, how you do that, and it's that sort of instant feedback that I value the most out of this Client Capital. Is all the boys inside the group, they're willing to help you out. They're willing to hop on a call with you, explain things, try and really help you out. That's the thing that I value the most out of this.
Fantastic. And you've come to some of our meetups as well. So do you want to talk
Yeah.
about those?
Of course, of course. I went to a meetup in London. That was really fun. We did some sort of group activities. We pitched to actually you and Zub. I remember that. That was quite funny. No, it was good. It was good seeing all the boys in flesh, if that makes sense. No, it was really fun. It was a good chance to do some connecting with people my age or a bit older, but we're all on the same path.
Definitely, man. Would you say like joining Client Capital has excelled your career like incredibly, or
100%. It's made me not have to worry about going back to my old job, which makes me very happy inside. I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
man, fantastic. So I really want to understand just a little bit more about your journey then. So obviously when you first started, you actually went with our Done With You service. So we kind of held your hand throughout the whole process. What was that like? Talk to me.
Yeah, it was really good. I thought it was very valuable in the fact that, you know, I wasn't doing it alone. I just had yours up to kind of guide me through it. And not only that, but it was just the sort of the mentorship that I really valued alongside of that was the fact that if I didn't know how to do something, or if, you know, even with the bit more detailed things such as like the contracts or the invoices, it was really handy to have someone with experience there to help me kind of grasp what I need to do.
Definitely, man, definitely. And so you're currently running an inbound acquisition system and an outbound acquisition system.
Yes, yeah.
Fantastic. And what's that been like? Because I know obviously when you first started, you didn't even know how to sign clients, and now you're running like two parallel systems that are just churning.
So yeah, it's been good. The ads that I run for my own agency are performing really well. I'm currently in the midst of changing up a few things to see if I can improve some lead quality. But no, it's been really good. Even with such low ad spend as £300 a month, you know, I'm still getting amazing results each and every month. So no, it's been really good. Alongside that, I obviously do cold calling and cold emails, things like that. Which, you know, I hate cold calling. It has to be said, but you know, you got to do these things. You got to do these things.
And I'm actually gonna let you explain, what did we make you do once in front of us?
Yeah. So it was when I first joined. I think it was. I wasn't doing any cold calls like every day. I would just couldn't pick up the phone. I had such like anxiety about it, and I can't remember why we even got on the call originally, but the call developed into Dan and Sub forcing me to call up. I think it was like 3 in total, but at the time it seemed like such a mission. It seemed like such a task. But by the third cold call, I was flying. I was doing all right. But no, it was just I do thank you guys for giving me that confidence to push forward and pick up that phone, because it's helped me, you know.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that's amazing now. It's like I believe, was it your first or second client that you met up in person and you signed him like
Yeah.
like before you wouldn't even like pick up a phone, and now you're going to meet clients and signing them. So
Yeah, it was pretty good.
incredible journey, man. So what would you say for people that are on the fence of joining Client Capital? Would you say join? Would you say take your time? Like, talk to me.
I would say join, simply because the more time you waste by yourself, I think it's gonna hurt you in the long run. I think you do need that kind of that community beside you to help you push along, and to actually develop your business and develop your personal skills at the end of the day. So yeah, I'd say do it, hands down.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Well, look, it's a pleasure to have you on board, Josh. Like I said, really good guy, and I think you've got incredible results coming up for you, and you've seen so much success already. So, yeah, thank you so much for obviously having the interview today, and I will see you inside.